Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mortal Ring Wars. I'm your host, Brett the Tank Downey, along with
Crazy H.
the craziest.
Hello there.
The craziest of H's. Yeah, I'll do like Speedy Diver and talk with my hands. But anyway, hope everybody's doing well with this craziness going on in the world. And before we go any further, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. There's Tori giving her. I swear she hears me start talking and then she just comes. She's doing her appearance that she usually does in all her videos. So, yeah, but don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs, so helps out. I'm going to have some giveaway information at the end that's really cool. So stay tuned for that. For fun today, we had this box. I'm sure you've seen in the picture. Thumbnail of just mostly Marvel Legends, some Hasbro and Toy Biz, and a couple other random figures that we had in storage. And we thought it would be fun to just rummage through and see what all we got in here. And I'd like to try to find somewhere to display these guys, but it's one of the deals where some of them we got newer ones or whatever, so we stored them away because, as we all know, room is the collector's biggest issue. So we figured we'd take a look and see what all we got in here. Plus, I got some Build-A-Figure pieces over here that I'm going to show you guys. And if anyone's in need, just let me know in either Instagram or Facebook. And we'll see if we can work out some kind of deal for you. Because I'm not going to use them, and I would sure rather have one of you guys use them. So, without further ado, how do you want to do this? Maybe I could just want to reach in. I'll let you be the figure person, Master H, and we'll just reach in and look and see what all we got, and do a little talking. I'll move back out of the way, and we'll see what we got here.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go for this one because this was the last one I was just looking at, and I got a word with this guy. Just this here.
He looks smooth.
Gosh, look at that head sculpt. Oh, even if that's how he looked in the comics, I'm just, oh, that's rough.
Yeah, he is kind of jester looking, isn't he?
I know. This was from the
and Loki.
This was from the Professor Hulk Build-A-Figure wave.
Is that one was? I'm terrible remembering what wave everybody's from.
Well, I don't probably know all these anyways. This was more recent. And one we just kind of had to buy in order to get the parts that we needed. That
up close and personal there. Yeah, he is rather smooth looking. I'll take care of you.
He kind of looks like Toyman.
Yeah, he acts like he would sound like Toyman too. He looks like he would. Yeah, he acts like he can do anything. But yeah, so he is in the box of, and I guess when we got the MCU one, that we sort of retired him away.
Well, no, it's like we had the MCU one between was it Ragnarok and no, it was Infinity War. It was the 2-pack with Corvus Glaive. We got it for, and we got this one with the Professor Hulk wave, just as kind of like the sacrifice for getting, because remember that had Rescue, War Machine.
Sacrifice. Yeah.
So that's why we have it.
Kind of has a little bit of Trilogy of Terror thing going on there. His eyes.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
Little gremlin, I hate it. I just noticed it. It didn't occur to me until I looked at it now how bad it actually is. Okay, so I'm just going to push him off to the left there. We'll make like a little backdrop as we go, probably. Yes. Now, on a brighter note,
what we got next?
This is one that I actually like.
I do like this guy.
This is the... Yes. Now, I do remember this one because this guy was from one of the very first Marvel Legends that you started getting back in. I think this was around 2015. This was in the... well, there was the Odin Build-A-Figure wave, but it was out at the same time as Ant-Man and the Wasp, or it was the first Ant-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, it was the Ultron Build-A-Figure, but they were out at roughly the same time, I remember.
There's
Yeah.
Lucas.
Yep.
Can say hi.
But it's a pretty nice take on his comic costume here. This Hawkeye.
Is he Hasbro?
He's a Marvel Legend.
Marvel Legend?
He's
Okay,
a Marvel
yeah.
Legend, yeah. He's just an older one.
Yeah. What year did you say you think he was?
I said 2015, I believe.
Yeah. Think about here. He is
Because I remember it was around the time of Guardians of the Galaxy and the Winter Soldier, which was the year before when I first started seeing them around. And we got, of course, some of those, but...
And you have my bow. Oh, wrong movie.
Yeah. There's a good question for you. Was Hawkeye the better, more useful archer, or was Legolas?
That's been a debate.
Well, there's tons, but it'd be a good one. And this is one of the ones like we were just talking about that we just got a better updated version of it and decided to store this guy.
Update.
Not that he's terrible or anything. He's okay. It's just this is the first Ant-Man figure from that Age of Ultron wave.
Can you see his eyes through the...
Yeah, or the Ultron Build-A-Figure. No, you can't.
view shield?
Yeah,
I didn't know
that'd
you
be a
could
neat
at all.
idea.
Bring
So
it
I
in here
definitely like the...
closer.
Well, that's the interesting...
Focus.
That's the interesting
You
thing,
will
because
focus.
in this movie, my memory's a little fuzzy at the moment, but, like, I don't remember his mouth being able to be viewed like that. I always thought it was the full kind of snorkel piece the entire time.
Yeah, I forget, man.
But, yeah, so he's around 2015's his age, too. Not bad by any means,
I
but
tell
just...
you, I was my word was pleasantly surprised with the Ant-Man movie, because I thought they were going to be a bust.
And also, to go off of that, it's strange that Ant-Man and the Wasp is probably in my top 10 favorite movies. It's just insanely, like, fun, funny, like, and just, like, it's just the right amount of, like, a one-off.
I think I remember when we come out of that, me saying it was a good time is what it was. You know?
Yeah, it was like, that's, like, that takes you back to, like, what movies are for. Like, I think...
to escape reality.
Just off the top of my head, like, the original Star Wars is also a very similar movie like that. It's just full of excitement, just, you know, always on the go. And it's a place where you can just kind of go to space out and have a good time. That's, like, one of the best things. If your movie has that, in my opinion, it's definitely on the right track.
It's got something going for it.
Yep. And we can continue with that theme. This would be the comic Giant Man. So Hank Pym in the comic look there. Here his head's a little down. Hold it up there a little bit. Again, not bad by any means, but seeing as, I mean, let's be honest, we're more fans of the movies than the comics, even though the comics, I mean, there were cartoons, of course, back before the MCU really kicked off. I remember us watching, and this, like, Hank Pym was the big part of those.
Now,
Him
I
and
might be
Janet
wrong,
both.
but do you think the Mystery Lady is a bigger fan of the comics or the movies?
Well, that's
Mystery Lady? Are you a bigger fan of the comics or the movies? The movies these days? What about old school?
I think the comics are probably better in your book for the...
The old school?
Well, I mean, think about it. Like, back, you know... I mean, of course, the movies
Bring it
didn't
in
really
here,
start... Like, movies for Marvel in general, not the MCU, didn't really start until the late 90s. And before then, that's when the comics were really in their heyday. And from what I understand, at least. And then, of course, I've heard that when the 2000s started to roll around, they started to falter a bit. But then right when they started to falter, the movies were picking up a little bit, even if they were kind of rough at first. But then, you know, Iron Man came out and then history changed. But
I'm trying to get in the focus. There you go.
not like there's much to see, but, you know.
Let's just get a shot of him anyway.
Yeah. And then kind of, again, continuing off from that, this might be to be honest, one of my favorite ones in this box.
Yeah, I really like her too.
I briefly...
That's why I'd like to have her out somewhere.
I briefly looked at this one before we put out. This is the Wasp, the comic Wasp, from about the
Yeah, she has
2000s.
She has a decent face sculpt, I think.
The wings are a nice addition.
Very nice.
I was thinking about this earlier, like bringing out this Hawkeye and like these two made me think about those the next Avengers cartoon. Remember about the kids that had to fight Ultron's robots, and all the robots.
That was cool.
The robots all looked like the parents. I remember I thought the really cool moment was they had that huge giant man robot. And at one point his mouth opened up and like 50 little teeny tiny wasp robots, you know, floated out. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. You know, all of them did. Yeah. So it's a pretty decent one. I'm gonna
She'd be good one, like if you could hang somewhere with a
yeah. I was thinking so.
thumbtack or something, you know.
Yep. This is one we just kind of got to.
Ooh, there they all went.
He's
the last man standing.
This one here is
Didn't we need a piece or something?
Yes. Well, we had to get. Who was it we had to get?
And unfortunately, that's just the way we are. If it's like not a character we really care a lot about, I don't really, you know, didn't have to have
this
anyone
is the
display
issue.
or...
Is that this fella here? I'll show him now. This is Adam Warlock. The thing about him is the MCU's been building him up, like slowly in the background, and yet they haven't done a thing with him. My guess is, unless they choose to bring him in later, maybe his concept was abandoned for some reason. Because, you know...
He is really cool looking. He does a decent face sculpt. I mean, and his costume's cool. So, I don't know. Maybe they'll do something with him before it's over with. And see, that's the way it is with me, because I read some of the old school, like, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, and Iron Man, and you know, stuff like that back in the day. Like when I was a kid. So it's like, you know, if I know a little bit about the character, or I watch cartoons, or see him in movies, I care more about him. Because I know there's been figures that they put out in some of these waves that I won't get it originally, and then the movie comes out, and I really like the character, and I'll get the character done.
Yeah, it's just...
Looks like we're having a bit of rain here.
We'll just have to see what they
Hope
do with
everybody's
him.
enjoying their summer as best they can with all the craziness with the virus and all.
Maybe we just do this with him every time.
I haven't done anything, but I went to one graduation party because I had to DJ, and I had to stay away from everybody the whole time. And, you know, because I'm high risk, so I've kind of had to batten down the hatches since February. It's kind of been a long, lonely struggle. But managing the best we can.
Yeah, hopefully.
But I thought this would be a neat thing to show you guys, because you know, I'm sure you guys have some, you know, that have big collections. Well, I have some stuff stored away too. It's like, I know I got a bunch of wrestling figures and a bunch of childhood stuff and everything else stored away as well.
Yeah.
So what we got next?
See. Well, that's a gun that goes to. We have a Bucky up there on that shelf. Which there's something we should have got that we never did. Was, I mean, I guess we never found it for a good enough deal. Was that Infinity War Falcon Bucky 2-pack?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
We ought to try to see if we can find that sometime. And I know that there's two figures we still need for the MCU shelf. We need a proper... Well, I guess we got him now. We got a Hawkeye in the form of Ronin. But I'd like to have like a normal Hawkeye too. And they also need a War Machine. Like a...
And I want an Iron Patriot as well.
There's a couple... Well, no. Well, again, we got the... okay. We have a little shelf that has the Endgame guys on it, and we do have a War Machine for that. But
And you can see all the stuff. We have a Marvel Legends collection video on here. Just go on our through our channel and you'll see it. So what else we got in there?
I'm gonna go with this next. This is a Hulk. Gladiator.
Who even makes that? Is there
You just found it online one
I know.
time.
I thought he was really cool, but
It's not even a Build-A-Figure.
Is there anything on him at all?
Let me have a closer look at it here.
But
I don't know if there's any...
Gladiator Hulk, and I got him for like a steal, and I think it may have been from, you know, China or Japan, one of them places, and
Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't have the best posability Like you
No, he's not
push.
very articulate or anything,
mean,
but
you
he
can-
just looks cool.
You can lift his arms and bend this, like his elbow
Let's wait
and
a
his
bit.
leg, but you can't really do anything with him there.
He has the helmet as well.
Yeah, a helmet.
If anybody knows more about this, let me know.
For me, I would love to see somebody do replicas of Thor and his helmets from the movies. I've
Oh,
seen
yeah,
I've
that'd be
seen
cool.
Thor like custom ones. I think that people have done before that are very neat. But like I guess unless there's a company out there that does these, like maybe Marvel Legends would surprise us with those because they've done like the Iron Man helmets and Black Panther and Star-Lord and Ant-Man too. But yeah, it's neat. It's a neat look for him.
Yeah, I love the Gladiator. I thought the statue you got of the Gladiator Hulk was
Oh
awesome.
yeah. That was a good find that day. And ultimately,
What'd
what
you pay for
started
him?
50. I want to say.
I think you got it cheaper than you can get at most
Yeah.
places. This guy, his poor legs are...
Yeah, this
He
guy's,
has the shaking leg syndrome.
yeah, they're giving out on him. Like the best way you can pose him. Like I can't even stand him up. This is a Toy Biz Rhino from years ago, and I have a Rhino as well.
I'd like to have a good, proper comic Rhino.
Well, like I said, you either build a figure, or if I knew where that one was, I'd go find it, but I can't remember what happened to it.
That's probably one of them action figure drawers. One of these days, the H here is going to unveil his collection of stuff on you guys, because he has a lot of cool stuff he's never showed that we've never had on any of our videos.
Gosh, this is terrible.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I said, he has wobbly leg syndrome.
I don't even think there's a point in standing him up. I mean, I could try like that.
He works right there, though.
Well, because he's got the props behind him. Here we got this. This is a
Yeah, well, this guy I think is cool because I loved the movie.
movie Punisher.
Yep, the Thomas Jane one. And what's you guys' favorite Punisher movie? Leave it in the comments if you've
So
made it thus far.
this isn't the one that people consider the worst. The one they consider the worst is the other one with the guy that played Volstagg later on.
Well, no, I think they consider the one with what's his name from Rocky? Yeah, Dolph Lundgren. They consider it to be the
I
worst.
didn't know there was a one with.
there is an obscure one.
When was that made?
Any idea, Case?
I didn't even know. I thought.
Yeah.
Oh
late 80s,
wow!
early 90s.
Okay,
It's
that
going back
explains
there.
it. Yeah.
But I would have loved to seen them do another movie with him, because I thought he did well in the part.
Whatever happened to this guy anyway?
He shows up. He was in a real good movie. What was that movie on Netflix we watched? It was real good. 1922. It was really, really good. Check that out on Netflix, guys, if you haven't already. It's a good flick.
Alright, now we got this. It doesn't say it's Toy Biz. This might be a Marvel. Oh no, I think it is. Well, I can't remember because unless I got the date wrong when I was looking earlier. Not that you all care, I'm just curious for me. No, it says 2012. I thought this Vision was for the Age of Ultron wave they did the Hulkbuster armor, but that was a few years later. This was another one where we had him as kind of our stand-in Vision for a while, and then I ended up buying the Vision and Scarlet Witch 2-pack from Infinity War. And,
Is that one we have over there?
Yep, they're up there. Right behind Doctor Strange, I believe.
We got so many stuff mixed together, I don't know whose is whose.
Yeah, so that's the reason this guy was kind of did away with.
Not that he's a bad Vision.
Yeah, he's
or
definitely
anything.
not. Again, reminds me a lot of that next Avengers movie. Definitely. I'm starting to have to reach a bit. This is Iron Fist, of course. Now, my earliest memories of Iron Fist go back to watching Ultimate Spider-Man when I was younger with Drake Bell. And
Yeah, he was cool in it.
yeah, like I said though, I'm used to him with the green costume like he had.
Yeah,
in
I know. I would have preferred it.
the white. I think they have done one since then.
Not that didn't look cool, but I just prefer the green myself as well.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So
He may have been somebody I forget where,
looks a bit like Rey Mysterio.
if we got him for a Build-A-Figure piece or What? Get us on them damn Build-A-Figure pieces all the time.
Yeah, we got a little bit over here of him. I'm just trying to get him stood up so he can stand over there. There's this fella. I don't really...
He's newer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's also from the Professor Hulk wave. Was this one of the Serpent Society folks?
Yeah. I don't know. He just looks like he has a...
I said
he looks like he has a sand bucket on his head that you get at
Well, I
dollar
said he
store.
looked like a...
I don't know,
He
man.
looks like a Mortal Kombat reject to me.
Yeah, kinda.
Like...
But, yeah, I was just like, eh...
He was definitely one we got just for the part.
Right.
To
it was
build
like
the amazing Professor Hulk
You need
figure.
more room, so, you'll let, some of you guys out there might think he's the greatest thing ever, and that's fine,
Mm-hmm.
It just,
What about this one?
And then who else is excited about seeing the WandaVision?
Yep, this is the Scarlet Witch, also back from the
Well, she does have a very
Odin
pretty,
wave, 2015.
very pretty sculpt. Pretty everything,
hair is...
as far as that goes.
Yeah, but the hair is really impressive, actually. I
Yeah,
am
the sculpt
looking
on
at
there,
that,
yeah.
yeah. It's very nice. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that show. Yeah, interesting look.
Let's see here.
What?
Get a little,
Oh, the
come a
face.
little bit close. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Get it to focus. Oh,
There it
yeah.
goes.
There's her beautiness. Hi, big boys. Where you been all my life?
Oh, you're going to be channeling that dude we watched the other night. What was it? The guy with the posing the G.I. Joe dude, and he was acting like one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Work it for me, that dude.
Mike the Hunter?
Oh, it might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Crap, I
He's
didn't
great.
realize that's who it was. Yeah, here's an older one actually from the traditional Marvel Legends.
I'd like to know why they scratched him from the movie, because supposedly there was a scene where he was in
Guardians?
No, was in the Endgame?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember hearing about that. Yeah, this is Nova.
No.
Also,
Am I right about that? Case, do you remember? I think I've seen something about that. There was
Nova was another one that was
some
in.
kind of a scene that was scrapped. But yeah.
Nova was another one that was in Ultimate Spider-Man when I was growing up. Although I didn't really like him, he always seemed like a jerk to me.
Yeah, he was kind of the jerky one, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly.
He's like how
He's
Sokka.
not a bad figure.
He's kind of like how Sokka started out in Avatar. Just like, don't really like you. This is, a Black Panther from Civil War. We do have the Build-A-Figure piece that came with him. Honestly, if we could find him, that would be one I wouldn't mind completing. The Giant Man.
Oh, yeah.
Again, another reason, this was the first Black Panther that came out. I bought it spur of the moment at the time for the collection just to have a Black Panther. But then when the movie came out and we got the much more lifelike sculpts of Chadwick Boseman, I just went ahead and stored it. But again, he besides, see, this one bears more of a comic look anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of the sculpting methods at the time. So, that's what it is.
It's amazing how far they've come with that.
Mm-hmm.
The technology.
We got this Serpent Dude
I kind of think this guy's cool.
right here.
Yeah.
He looks like a Doctor Who
He
villain.
reminds me of a G.I. Joe villain.
Oh, that's true. I could see him in the Cobra.
In Cobra, because he has the snake and all that. But I mean, he's like shaped. If you turn him around, it reminds you very, very snake-like of a Cobra, because this even looks like...
like the neck of a...
What do you call that on a Cobra? The thing that comes up and when they're mad and...
I don't know, the... frill? I don't know the right word.
Neither do I. Hood? Is that what it's called?
That's called a
Mr.
hood?
Lay, the Mr. Lay chimed in. It's a hood.
I didn't know that's what it's
Oh,
called.
there he
I'm
is.
saving that one.
Give you guys a little pan
So,
here.
here's another...
Yeah, here's the other Black Panther.
Yeah,
There
this
two
is-
of them in there.
Yeah, this one's got like this purple kind of...
Yeah, this was from when he was in the battle, didn't it turn?
Well,
the suit, like, kind of turned?
Yeah, but this is a comic one's what's weird, unless it did that in one as well. Right here, it's got these purple markings all down the suit. Right there.
Well, that wasn't like a Walmart exclusive, was it?
I think it
I
was.
think I remember it being a Walmart.
Because it came in like a purple box and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why. Okay, yeah, there's a good one. This Spidey, which they've done another one recently. I thought that I saw somewhere that looked really good.
There's a million Spideys out there, man.
Which he is the Batman to you when it comes to the suit, at least, and how he looks physically.
Right.
This one was one of the best ones we could find at the time. That looked.
I don't like him with the gigantic eyes. I like him better with the smaller eyes.
Well, then again, we talked about that one over there that had the four-armed one. We said that if it didn't have the four arms, it could be a dang near perfect Spider-Man figure. This one reminds me...
This doesn't have the gigantic eyes.
No. I think he's too lanky.
Yeah.
Like, that one over there, like, he's skinny, but he's not, like, lanky. Like this dude looks scrawny. He bears a lot of resemblance to... I had an Ultimate Spider-Man video game I played when I was younger. And this is what he looked like throughout that game.
Saying, I gotta get the school or whatever.
Now, he actually had some hilarious lines. One of my favorites was there'd be parts where you could, like, dump his body in the water, and he'd crawl out saying stuff and complaining about it, and the one was just, "Oh, man, I suck." And then would say that, like... You know, like... Yeah, there were a couple other ones, too, but definitely good. This one, also not a really good one. This is also Odin Build-A-Figure Wave. Years before Captain Marvel was even brought into the mix. We had this Captain Marvel here. It came with the spiky hair, too, under the mask, but... Definitely see where they got their...
Do we have another head sculpt for it someplace?
It's...
stored away?
Buried somewhere. I've got a little bag of alternate heads somewhere. I know I do. Because there's one in there for her, for Star-Lord, for Iron Man. Like, there's a couple different ones. Yeah. So, also neat.
A little pan over.
Trying to do that. Here we go. We got...
Coming right along.
Good old...
Now, this guy, he's not even 6 inch, is he? He's like, what?
I mean, he's a little smaller. This Doc Ock
from the movie.
Skip Spidey 2.
That was my favorite of the
Raimi trilogy.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's Tori once again. And of course, she's going to go in the box.
Yeah. So he's a little hard to... Wow, look, he is actually... He's probably a 5 or 4 inch.
Yeah, he's almost 375.
Miss Tori. And then also...
Did they even make a 6 inch of him?
I don't know.
If they did, it's probably one of them ones.
I still remember you got that. I just
that are made
remember
just for the movie that really don't look good.
You got that, or do you still have it?
What?
That Venom. It was in the box.
In the blue box? No, I sent that to what's the face? Remember we traded it for that bunch of Star Wars figures.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that special edition. Yeah.
Huh.
He really wanted it, and it really didn't mean a lot to me. So I
See, I know you grabbed it at the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. For some reason, I thought you still had him. Next we got this Toy Biz Doctor Strange. Very traditional look for him.
Yeah, he definitely resembles the comic.
Mm-hmm. He's a little ridiculously big, and he doesn't stand the best. Like, his ankles like to give out constantly. Right there.
His gloves are pretty cool.
Yeah, that's one thing that I was a little let down by in the movies is Taika Waititi, bless his heart, whenever he did Ragnarok and Doctor Strange had his little cameo in it, he did have him wear the yellow gloves. And I was really let down that when Infinity War came along that they didn't choose to keep him wearing it.
I'm still waiting for him to say all the mumbo jumbo while he's doing his spells like he did. Because I think Cumberbatch would be so cool doing that, and they haven't had him do it yet.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
Another random one we're going to get to now.
And I got him because I liked how he looked.
Yeah.
So this is the little kid one.
I don't think you had the normal Legends Green Goblin that
No, I
you
didn't
had
at the time.
It wasn't out yet, but it's this. I don't know if anyone remembers these being advertised, maybe with your kids or whatever. They were called Superhero Mashers, I think, and they released them, and you can like you'll see, I can take off his arm there, and you could like put on the arms of other characters, and
Yeah, you could like exchange all the pieces and make different
they made a crap ton of them.
figures out of them. I just thought he looked a lot like the cartoon and comic one. I grabbed him.
We got yet to see.
I don't think he cost him much either, so that's why I just grabbed him.
I think it could be done. You just gotta have the right designer that won't make it look foolish. But I think that doing a Green Goblin like this would be possible. You just have to have the right.
Right.
Like, what I would do is have all this, like even the green bit, be suit. Like a darker green, like, guild suit. And then have this be makeup. Is what I would do. I mean, in the comic, it was a mask, but it wouldn't look as good, I feel. It would look too phony, unless it was like a prosthetic mask, but I don't know. But that's how I would do it.
Yeah, maybe we'll see that someday. Hopefully.
Yeah, it would be
as
cool.
Technology gets better and better.
Now, I saved the best two for last with these.
Yeah, we really need these guys out somewhere because they are nice.
So,
and they're heavy, too.
Yes, they're big ones. The first here is this Thor, which look how he's almost too big to even fit in the frame.
I'm trying to scoot him back just a hair. Let me see if I can prop this up.
He's got the hammer and his big old sword from his quest.
Yeah, it's like comic Thor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me bring him up a little bit so you can see the weapons. Full focus. Not wanting to cooperate.
Yeah, like I say, he's a little too big. He's a little larger than life to even fit in the frame.
There, that's seem a little bit better there, guys.
Trying to move him back because I'm gonna put the next one in.
I'm trying to figure. He was just in that. Wasn't they just in like a comic wave?
He was in the Odin wave.
The Odin wave, yes.
Yeah. Which we've been
I'm trying to think who else.
It was him, this Hawkeye.
Didn't they have the female?
That Captain Marvel.
Thor,
Scarlet Witch. No, I don't remember.
Lady Thor or whatever she's called.
No.
I thought
she was in the Ragnarok one.
She was in one of them.
I think.
She's a pretty big figure too.
So we've been building up the Odin wave a lot, and that's actually the last one we have in here is the Odin Build-A-Figure. Also very colossal, very larger than life, right here.
And he's pretty awesome.
So you can see there, he towers over. He even towers over Thor.
Yeah, they're like definitely
over a little bit.
Heavy, bigger figures. And we definitely need to try to make them a home somewhere. I like trying to make all these guys a home. I hate having anything boxed up. But
you gotta, like, the room kind of evolves, and you have to kind of make sacrifices and change it with it sometimes.
So that's going through this box anyway. I should take a look at Odin there. Crazy, he's trying to get him better in the.
Hold it all above.
We're gonna get these guys cleared away, and then we got some Build-A-Figure pieces to show you guys and see if there's any of them that somebody might be looking for out there. So we'll be right back. Okay, guys, welcome back. And now we're going to take a look at. We have a bunch. Well, not a bunch, but a decent amount of Build-A-Figure pieces that are not really doing anything for us. So just going to have a Crazy H show some of them here, and if there's anybody out there that is in need of one, hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, and maybe we can make a deal of some sort, trade or whatever. I know one of the things I'm trying to find right now is the Han and Carbonite that the Black Series just put out. And they went for 14, but man, they're really trying to rake people across the coals for them on Amazon. I've seen one going for like $100, which is crazy. But that's just one thing I'm looking for. But what all we got there in these Build-A-Figure pieces, let's have a look.
So let's see. We got this first. This is the torso of one of these shield robots. Don't know the proper name, but this was from back in the Winter Soldier wave, back from 2014. Had this piece came with the Black Widow we have up on the shelf up there, and it had like a couple different Captain Americas in it, and like I think Baron Zemo, a couple other people, like Hydra stuff. So that's what that goes to, is that. I'll set it there. And then we have this arm cannon piece. I can't remember the exact name of the figure. He's looks like kind of like a big old cat man. With this is one of his arms. I want to say he was like a Guardians of the Galaxy wave thing or something.
Yeah, I'm not real sure.
I'm thinking he was the Guardians 2 one of the Guardians 2 ones. So that's what this whole big old piece here is. So I don't remember too well. These two bits here go to, these are Dormammu's torso and
Which leg is that?
The left leg. From Doctor Strange back in 2016. We got these with the Doctor Strange that we have. And I can't remember who the leg... Oh, it was Enchantress, I bet. We got an Enchantress figure.
It'd really be nice to see these go to somebody and get used.
Now, this arm, not the slightest clue. It looks a bit like a Sentinel arm to me, or something. So it might have been with an X-Man figure. It's not coming to me.
Yeah, it's a shame they don't
Have a marking,
they
yeah.
don't have. I know he has the little round thing in the palm there. Guys, you know what this is, let us know. It's just hard for me to keep track of all this stuff.
I think it's a Sentinel arm, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks like one. It wouldn't be a...
Or maybe,
Apocalypse,
it might be Apocalypse, because it might have come with that Magneto.
Yeah, that's what it kind of reminds me of, is
it
Apocalypse.
It might be Apocalypse. See, I can't remember.
More together. But we got that, which is the left arm. There's Oli came to see everybody. So we've got 3 cats so far.
This arm's not really impressive, but this goes to a new Goblin, I think, from one of the Spider-Man waves.
Wow. That's going back there.
So it's really just a severed arm. We got this Giant Man leg. I think it's the left leg.
It's the left, yeah.
It's the left leg of it. Came with the Black Panther we showed earlier. Again, it's one we'd like to complete, but you know, it's a pretty tall one once you get it. And then the last 2 things, this is also one we'd like to get because we have a small collection of Spider-Man villains. These are the 2 heads for this Sandman. Can't remember the specific figures in the wave, but the Build-A-Figure is Sandman.
Yep. So we got all those just hanging around. If anybody's looking for any of those or anything, just let us know. Like I said, hit one of us up in the Facebook or on Instagram, and we'll definitely see what we can do. The last part of the video, I know we're going kind of long as it is. Want to announce our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I know we're a long way for 1,000, but I think you guys out there could help us with this, help us get there. If we can hit 1,000 subs, I would like to give away like a $100 gift card to Amazon or the place of your choice. And all you would have to do is comment on the video and say $100 giveaway or 1,000 sub giveaway, either or, and then you will be entered. And then for any person you can send our way as a subscriber, and they put that you sent them in the video, and that'll enter them. and enter you again for the contest. So the more people you help spread the word that we're, doing a $100 giveaway, the more people, more chances you'll get. So, for example, John Smith tells 5 people. 5 people come to this video and comment, hey,
John Smith.
1,000 sub giveaway, $100 giveaway. And they get 5 more chances. So John Smith will have 6 chances now. His first chance that he put, the $100 giveaway. And, the chance for every time that the person said. Every person that he says, if you're following me. So I'll type all of the things in the description below, and we'll go from there and see what happens. But I'll give all the directions. But just a little way to get back to you guys for helping us. And I know, we're only a quarter of the way there, but I'd really like to get to 1,000 this year. And I need you guys help to do it, and I figured that would be a good incentive. I don't see many people give $100. I've seen a couple $50 ones, but I haven't seen many $100 ones. So that's, we got to hit 1,000 subs though for me to have the giveaway. So just comment, make sure you're subscribed, and like this video, and and share it. And like I say, every person you get to come and they say, hey, John Smith sent me, well, then you get another chance to enter in a contest. So it's a pretty win-win for you guys if we get there. So let me know what you guys think about this video. Did you like seeing us go through, rummaging through all these figures? Do you like our kitties? Do you need any of these Build-A-Figure pieces? Let us know. And like I said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget the contest. And hopefully we'll have a toy haul coming real soon that we can share with you guys. It's going to be a little bit of a slow couple weeks, but sure have a couple things trickling in here and there. So, but anyway, as always, be sure to do one act of kindness this week and try to make a difference in someone's life. That's what it's all about. We need all the love and support of each other we can have right now, no matter who you are, or what race or religion or background or whatever. We're all in this together. So, try to be kind to each other and try to do something this week to make a difference in somebody's life. You never know what small thing could really make an impact. So any last words from Crazy H?
Nope, same thing.
Same thing. He's with me. Okay. For more Ring Wars, Brett the Tank Guy, the mystery lady in the background. Yell hi. Hi. There you go. That's the most you're going to get out of it. And for Oli Cat and Tori Cat and Lucas, who made an appearance earlier, y'all take care. We'll see you real soon. Peace.